Hello there, and welcome back to the channel. We are, of course, continuing Ahsoka. This is part 7, and what a journey it has been so far. In the last episode alone, we got Thrawn, we got Ezra, we're in a new galaxy, we got Night Sisters, we got turtle people, we got zombie stormtroopers, or like there's a lot of theories floating around when it comes to those night troopers, as they call them, Thrawn's army. What has he been using the Night Sisters, Night Sisters dark magic for? And now he wants them to lend him their aid again with their dark magic. And it was so good seeing Lars Mikkelsen finally inhabiting the role, like for reals, in live action. And I think that he did a really, really good job, and he looks great. I know there are people out there who don't agree.
Complaining, yeah.
Yeah, but you know, it's fine. It's opinions, and there's no right or wrong. So
yeah,
it's all
and
good.
sometimes I think people forget that because of like CGI and it has to work. I'm sure they made a lot of screen tests to make out like how are they going to make him look, what works.
Yeah, makeup wise.
Yeah, so that's why he looks a little bit darker, and he doesn't look like exactly like a carbon copy of the
Rebels version, and plus he's a little bit older, so yada yada yada. There's a lot there.
Yeah, so it's just like sometimes people forget that and how much like consideration actually goes into it. So I'm sure like there's a reason why he doesn't necessarily look exactly like.
It can be hard doing that transition from animation to live action, because sometimes what works in animation just doesn't work in live action, and vice versa.
Lenses.
Lenses, for example. But anywho, I am so excited to continue. So do you have anything you want to say before we jump into it? Nope. All right, then all I have to say is just please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like and comment. It really helps out. Also, check out the Patreon page where you can watch the uncuts, sync it up to your own copy of the episode, and just watch the whole thing with us. We also have some other stuff over there, early reactions for some of the other stuff that we're doing, exclusives and whatnot. Yeah, link in the description. And that's it. Let's do this. Ahsoka, part 7. Here we go.
Sabine Wren will have the opportunity of finding Ezra Bridger. And if she does, you and your master will destroy them both.
And then just when it comes to Balin and Shin.
Just like scene steals every time.
Yes, complete scene stealers. And what Balin is after. That is so intriguing.
Well, some people say Abeloth.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Again, a lot of theories out there.
Mm-hmm.
Starting on Coruscant. Nice!
This is a government, and it has rules and laws which General Syndulla seems to have no problem bending to fit her personal agenda.
My job is to protect the people of this republic.
And you protected the New Republic by ignoring direct orders.
No, I protected the New Republic by ignoring you.
There is no proof of any coordination between the scattered and dwindling number of Imperial forces.
What about the conflict on Mandalore?
Exactly my point.
What?
Gideon was a warlord acting on his own. There's no proof of a greater conspiracy, and thus no immediate threat to this republic.
If Thrawn returns, that will change quickly.
I'll tell you what I see. I see a general who abuses...
Yeah, we know. Wait.
That sounds like...
Yep. Yeah, of course.
I am
C-3PO. Oh, man.
Why are you here? I am here on behalf of Senator Leia Organa. May I speak?
By all means.
Good old 3PO. And of course it's Anthony Daniels.
I object. In the strongest terms.
Why?
Thank you.
Just shut up.
Yeah.
Come on.
If anyone's got a personal agenda, it's you, man.
They sanctioned General Syndulla's reconnaissance mission to Cetos, being regrettably unaware that Senator Ziono had held a vote against such a mission without her.
This is preposterous. The court cannot admit evidence of this kind from a mere droid.
Address any further concerns to her directly in her role as leader of the Defense Council.
Don't mess with Leia.
Mere droid.
Mere droid.
Thanks, 3PO.
I don't know what you and Leia are playing at, but I know she did not authorize your mission.
She did, eventually.
Eventually.
How real is the threat of Thrawn's return?
Very.
Imminent. Dreams and madness. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
At least that farce with the court-martialing and whatnot, that's over.
Mm.
Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Using an old recording.
You will face more than just droids. General Grievous, Asajj Ventress, even Count Dooku. It's my responsibility to prepare you, so practice these forms often, or at least more than I do. I won't always be there and look out for you. If we get separated or something happens...
Oh, something definitely happened.
I know you can do this, Ahsoka.
He made 20 or more of these recordings. This was his last one.
Oh.
He was a good master.
I think the whales may be reaching the end of their journey.
What makes you think that?
According to my instruments, their speed is decreasing.
I love all the stuff she's got in there.
I think the odds are pretty good.
No, in fact, they're terrible. Astronomically terrible.
Well, you should have said something.
He did.
I did. We are exiting hyperspace now.
They're gonna be attacked as soon as they do.
Something's wrong.
Yeah. Shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, poor whales.
Yeah, they didn't sign up for this.
Holy
What?
so many
Mines?
Yeah. Damn, Thrawn. Oh, okay, they are just
Out of there.
Had to say something.
I was being optimistic.
I get it. It's like, nope, never mind this. We are out of here. Damn, never seen like a minefield in space like that before, I think.
How did they even... No.
I'm going to make for the debris field.
I would not recommend that.
Come on, where's that optimism?
You're not actually going into an asteroid field. Although, not really asteroids.
No, and I have questions about that.
The whale remains?
Yes. Something has been chewing on that. Because in space, or at least under normal conditions, like our
You can't
condition.
apply normal conditions to...
But it's like, it's scary, right? Because if something ate these whales, what ate them? Like what?
Maybe they just go here when they reach the end of their lifespan and just
No,
die.
but what I mean is like, there are no microbes in space that's gonna break down the thing. So something has to be, again, under normal conditions.
It would seem Ahsoka Tano is alive and well after all.
Here's everything the Inquisitorial database had on her.
Anakin?
Her master was General Anakin Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You know him.
Withdraw the fighters and have them stand by.
Okay, what are you...
Why not
what-
allow them to follow?
There's no need to waste our resources.
Yeah, he knows that she was trained by Anakin. She's gonna survive this.
And if she's anything like her master, she'll be unpredictable and quite dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why we must control all variables. Put her on a path of her own choosing, so that no matter which direction she takes, we'll always be one step ahead of her.
He is good.
I will run a scan to see if I can locate Lady Wren.
What are they? Oh yeah, they're moving. She's hopefully telling him about everything that has been going on at this point.
Let's see.
Still trying to process everything you told me.
Okay.
The Empire was defeated.
Battle of Endor.
told him about that at least.
Zeb's training recruits, and Hera's commanding a fleet.
That's where Seb is.
You know, I was beginning to think we'd never find you.
How did you? What? Find me.
Oh, okay.
Who said?
It's complicated.
No, explain. Explain.
Well, we could talk about something else, I guess.
No! No! No!
Ahsoka took me on as her apprentice.
She what? Why?
Why?
Yeah, so where is Ahsoka? Is she coming?
Come on.
That's complicated.
Yeah.
But still. Bean. Oh, okay. Well,
Dare hurt those poor Nodi people.
would you say you are fond of them?
It's obviously a reference I don't catch.
I like turtles.
Oh.
Sorry. Yes. What are those?
Nothing.
Apparently there are small
Creatures.
We don't need a scan. There's another way.
Do you think your bond is that strong?
Sabine. Ahsoka. I see her.
And they see you.
The Jedi is there.
Captain Enoch. You have the coordinates. Open fire.
They found us!
Don't worry. I know where we're going.
Wonderful, so?
Wonderful.
Tana will pursue Sabine Wren, whom we have wisely sent far from here. Contact the fighter group and have them re-engage the opponent.
Yikes.
Kill Sabine Wren and Ezra Bridger, then take your place in the coming Empire.
What are you gonna do?
Your ambition drives you in one direction. My path lies in another.
Oh.
One parting lesson, Shin. Impatience for victory will guarantee defeat.
All right. Where the heck is he going?
Yep.
If Lord Balin proves capable, we may yet win the day.
So he's not expecting this.
Nope.
Well, he did just say that Jedi are unpredictable and dangerous.
Well,
So
at least Anakin and Ahsoka are, but seems like Balin falls in that category as well. Do you have weapon? Whoa! That did nothing. That's charming. Oh! Can you ram them with those things? Fuck off! Maybe give Ezra his lightsaber. Oh shit! Oh no!
Get inside. I'll handle this.
Yep, hunker down.
going full armadillo.
And you're just watching all of this, Balin? What are you... He's such an interesting character.
Just like you, but lacks your sense of humor.
Lightsaber?
Oh, yeah.
Great. Lock the door. We'll be fine. Go.
They kept the dog.
They kept the howler, yeah.
Cannot land while under attack. Standard Jedi mission protocol states.
Won't need to land.
Oh, not this again.
Yes, this again.
Oh, not this again.
Last time.
You got the timing wrong?
And didn't I feel terrible?
No! 3, 2, 1.
Oh! Oh! Ow!
Surprisingly, still very.
Oh, jeez.
No dirt? How?
Pushed it off with the force. Oh, you're going for him? Okay. Round 2.
Is she going to do the stuff that Anakin taught her? Like the whole thing we just saw?
Most likely.
Use it? Like,
Pull out a few moves he maybe hasn't seen before. Oh yeah, there we go.
It's your lightsaber, take it.
You keep it.
What?
I don't need it. Besides, you've been training.
You don't need it?
The Force is my ally. That's all I need.
Okay, Ezra.
So you've been training as well, huh?
I love his fighting style.
Where is...
Oh.
Behind you.
Oh! His hair! See? This is when you ignite the... There we go. Nice.
Not looking good for you.
Nope. I think you are outmatched here. Oh, damn it.
Take her now.
Get away from the naughty people, come on! They don't deserve this.
Can't defeat me.
I don't have to.
Whoa! Nice one. See ya.
I took your dog. What are you thinking? Here comes the squad too. Is that how we're gonna see that they're just reanimated?
Maybe or maybe not.
Deployed teams 1 and 2 use counter-encirclement tandem.
We have them.
Our side is short one mercenary. Where's Belen's gone?
Whoa. Oh, nice. But damn it.
Don't you want to take us as prisoners? As prisoners? Huh? Or
Fire!
There we go. No, I'm not even gonna ignite my lightsabers for you. Not worth it.
Well, they're all back together.
Yay.
Long enough to see the outcome.
Happy reunion.
Oh, I hope that doesn't mean that Hu Yang is gonna...
No. Okay, it seems like they aren't reanimated corpses. There's no green smoke when they're dying.
These are unfortunate, but acceptable losses given the absence of Lord Balin. One might even call this first match with Tano a success. With our enemy distracted, the cargo transfer is now almost complete. Which means we shall soon leave. Ahsoka Tano has lost the one thing she could not afford to lose today.
A ride home?
Time.
Time.
Time is very much on our side now.
All right, Shin. What are you gonna do here?
I can help you.
Ahsoka.
I'm
I thought
sorry?
you were dead.
wait, you thought she was dead?
Clearly I was wrong.
Now can we explain things to him?
Poor man.
Guys, I'm getting a feeling. I think I might be going home after all.
Yeah, but how?
Good question. All right. Reunion. That was part 7. Dreams and Madness. The penultimate episode. So next up it is the season finale. Now we have the crew back together, sort of. Almost all of them. We learned a little bit about where Seb is. He's just training recruits, so I don't know if we're gonna see him. But yeah, this was an interesting and action-packed episode, and still to me, one of the absolute most intriguing things about this entire series is the character of Baylan Skoll. Like, what is he doing? Why didn't he join in? What is he talking about with these diverging paths? Where is he going? What does he want? Other, like, he's given us some hints, but like nothing concrete just yet. I was very afraid that Ahsoka was actually just gonna straight up defeat him in this one, and then he was gonna die, and then tell her about what he saw, perhaps, and then that was gonna be it. But thankfully, no, she was not able to defeat him.
No, and I think, and that's very unfortunate, but I think they really wanted like a huge story with him as a character and really wanted to go forward with this character, because I feel like they put so much care and vision into his character, like writing wise. They also hired a great actor for it. Directing wise, all of this, like it feels like they just put so much, like they
invested so much
exactly
in
so
his
much
character,
and then it's just incredibly insanely unfortunate that he just passed, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is. We don't know what's going to happen in the last one, of course, if that is like, if he already was supposed to maybe die in the last one, or if that's gonna be the end of his journey, or maybe, as you say, they had something bigger planned for him. But yeah, no matter what, hopefully we're going to see what exactly he is after, and it's really going to come into play as a big unexpected element in the last one. Because right now things are going sort of as expected, I would say, with Ahsoka showing up and of course getting out of that ambush to begin with the minefields, Thrawn sort of predicting her moves because that's what Thrawn does, and he learned about who her master is. Anakin Skywalker, he knows him, he's met with him, he's fought with him both as Anakin and Vader. So, yeah, he knows that he is, as he said, dangerous and unpredictable. So, the same can be said for Ahsoka, or that would only make sense. And he's just, letting her go in the direction that she's going in. And we found out in the end why he's like, nah, I don't see this as a loss, really, because she's lost time. We've gained it. We're almost there. We can get out of this place and then go back and conquer everything. So things are going according to plan when it comes to that for him, but also for the heroes, the good guys. Like, they are now reunited. For the love of all that's holy, please someone tell Ezra what's going on now. I was surprised he wouldn't take his lightsaber back. Like, I know he gave it to her, but just like for that battle maybe, but he did fine with the Force, like without it.
Yeah, I think it is like a multitude of things. One thing is that he gave it to Sabine, and he sees that like as a, like, it was a gesture that needs to be honored. But also, he also knows that she's been training a lot, and she's been training with Ahsoka, so he feels like somewhat comfortable, confident that she is capable with a lightsaber. And another thing is that, if you learn a new skill and you've been training with a new skill, like at least that's my own personal experience. That if I learn a new skill, I really want to put that to use. Okay, and so like test it out, and perhaps like it doesn't have to be that way. It's just like I like to see it because he's also a little bit not cocky, but he is
confident in his abilities. It seems like
and also he's has like a fun side to him.
Oh, very much.
So even like she said it like that Shin is like him, but without humor, his sense of humor. Yeah. So that's also kind of. Yeah, that he is not without humor, at least. And that's also why I'm basing it a little bit on like, hey, I just learned this new awesome skill. Let me try it out.
Yeah, or just again, of course he knew how to force push and stuff beforehand, but just fighting without a lightsaber, because he hasn't had a lightsaber for a long while, so maybe he also feels like, okay, I might be a little bit rusty with that thing. I'm gonna do better without it. Perhaps. But we did get to see, as you mentioned, like that trademark Ezra humor in stressful situations, because we got a lot of that in Rebels, and when they were surrounded and him being just, wait, don't you want to prisoners take us prisoners? That's what you guys usually do.
Want
right?
to talk?
Yeah, we want to talk about it. And then, yeah, of course, Ahsoka came in to the rescue with Huang, who is just still such an amazing addition to the crew here.
Definitely.
I love their chemistry still. It's so good, and he's a pretty damn good pilot.
Sure.
I would say. And then Shin, she just bolted. Let me get out of here, just like the whales in the beginning. Fuck this. We're out of here.
Yeah.
And then now, yeah, where is she going? Is she gonna go looking for her master again, or is she gonna go back to Thrawn? Because like that was sort of what Balin was alluding to, was like that's her path.
Yeah.
Is with the Empire again and gaining power in that way. And it seems like from their conversations, that is what she has been sort of focused on, where like he said that sort of power is fleeting and all that. So like that's not what he's after, but it's maybe more her.
Yeah, I think he is so good at like, he's such a good what's it called in English, but like he knows people.
He's good at gauging people.
Yeah, and he's very good at like he's analyzing people.
Yeah, he's good at reading people.
Reading people. So he's analyzed her, and he can feel that even though he's been teaching her for something greater than just this.
That is still her destiny, apparently.
Yeah, and he's completely open to that. He's not like he's necessarily mourning the loss in the same way that he's like, it's not like,
no.
You know, like a parent where it's like they get filled with grief when their kid is not going the path that they supposed, like that
or their parting ways in life, sort of.
No, I'm just like, they're disappointed in their kid because their kid is their own person and they don't want to
go down the path that they had laid out for them.
For example, if Anton is not really, if he ends up not liking Star Wars at all, you get very sad and
don't even.
But it's just
I know what you're saying.
And as a parent, you can act in different ways, and I think what he's doing is just like letting Shin do what Shin wants and like what she aspires like, and that's the thing. I think he's been good at gauging her aspirations and just being like, yeah, sure, you. And that's also why we parting ways now, because I am not following your path and you're not following mine. So this is a natural like crossroads.
Yeah, and like it didn't feel like there was in the end like a lot of attachment there, but like that could also be, of course, remnants of his Jedi training, even though he trained her to be something more, and he is something more than a Jedi, still like practicing the not getting attached thing as we've seen so often with Jedi, and just being like, okay, this is just the natural way of things. I'm not going to mourn it. I'm not going to grieve it. This is just what's going to happen. So yeah, they have now parted ways. They're gonna get back to I'm so curious about what's gonna happen in this finale, how they're gonna wrap this up in a satisfying way, but also opening it up for like leading into an eventual season 2 or the movie or whatever else is gonna happen in the Mandoverse, as exactly, they call it, and they even included
yes, because they even very quickly mentioned it in the hearing, in Hera's hearing, what happened on Mandalore, and Gideon, yeah. So they're definitely aware of what's gonna happen. I know, but like they are just like
weaving it together
now, and I think people have been saying about Dave Filoni that he's basically the Kevin Feige of Star Wars,
or at least when it comes to this timeline, what's going on, and again, what people call the Mandoverse.
Sure.
Him and Favreau, I guess.
Yeah.
And some people have been wondering, like, when this when the Ahsoka series was taking place, you compare it to Mando season 3, for example. But now we know for certain that this is taking place after, because Gideon has been defeated on Mandalore, and they talked about him in the past tense. So he is gone at this point. Or
at least they just talked about him as something like his actions were in the past. That's how I got it, at least.
Sure. But I think this is taking place after season 3.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And then he died at the end of season 3. From what we can tell, I do believe that Gideon is gone.
I'm completely...
I don't know if there's more to his character.
No, I absolutely agree. It's just... You never know. Because Star Wars has a tendency of reanimating characters.
Bringing characters back, even if they clearly died. Maul, Palpatine, yeah, many others.
Yes.
Yeah. So of
sorry,
course
it's just a gripe of mine. I just have to say.
I know it is. I don't mind it, not as much necessarily.
No.
Just only with certain characters, but yeah. The hearing, it was a good way to start the episode and sort of get that out of the way, because we knew it was coming. We knew that Hera had to go back and court-martialed and all that, but thankfully we had a good outcome, thanks to Leia Organa sending C-3PO in there to just be like, oh, sanctioned the mission, all's good, and next time you want to do anything like this, run it by Leia, or else. It kind of felt like
and it's like, I think it is a nice way to make sure like that we as viewers, like, that she's still present in this part, even though that she has passed away, unfortunately, as well. So much, sorry. But to still, like, keep her character alive and also pulling some strings instead of just completely writing her out, but still, like, having her, because it makes sense that she would pull strings. Of course, she would be very important, very vital, instrumental to the New Republic and all of this.
She still has an impact on the story, even though she's not there. We still have
busy taking care of her son.
And we also, of course, haven't seen Luke, but he's sort of out doing his own thing, as we've talked about. Han, we don't necessarily need to check in on him. And
maybe
Chewie.
He's the one taking care of their son. I don't know how old Ben is at this point, but
not that old.
No, exactly.
At least, I mean, we do know from the sequel trilogy that Han pretty much just split and run at one point.
Oh yeah.
And he felt like he was never really a good father to Ben.
If he's still very young, it could be before he...
Oh, yeah. This is definitely before any of that stuff happens. I don't even know if Luke is training him at this point, actually. Maybe that's what the...
happening. Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. What some people have been pointing out, I just saw it recently, that they, like, you can see one shot, I think it was in the previous episode, where on Balin's... gauntlet thing, where there's like a little screen, there's some Arabic text there, which apparently was like the names of like Luke, Han, Leia, Chewie, Ben, so on.
Okay.
So I don't know if that means anything, or if it's just like a fun little Easter egg. Most likely just a fun little thing for people, because they know that the fans are gonna, if they see anything in Arabic, they're gonna translate it. And sometimes they straight up just take the piss on people and just it just means nothing, or it's like, haha, we knew you would read this, or whatever. Like,
sorry, this come to mind, but the guy who wrote Jurassic Park, like the books, he is a biochemist, I think, something like of the sort, or molecular bio.
He has knowledge about it, at least.
Yeah, exactly. But he has incorporated some genetic stuff, like, and I remember as part of me in, I think it was bioinformatics or something, that we had to translate some of these genetic codes and use some different kinds of like programs to translate it, and we actually found out that it's not like the DNA that they're talking about. That it's actually not. I think was it from a mosquito or something?
They got it from a mosquito, and then they talked about they mixing it with frog DNA to create.
And the DNA pieces we got from the books, it was something like it was from a gallus, so that was like a rooster, stuff like that, where it's like, yeah, that was not mosquito DNA, that was not frog DNA, that was not, but it was part of the training.
Only you would notice, or only like people who know,
who translated and put it into some of these that tells you exactly which species it is from. But in one of these assignments, we also got that we had to like translate into letters, and it said someone was here, NIH.
Okay.
Because when you translate proteins, you have these one letter abbreviations. And then, so you would have like this huge, like just a lot of nonsense letters. And then it would say something like a message like that. So that was a bit like, I was here, NIH, It's like, NIH means National Institute of Health.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was like just like a, I was here thing. Yeah, and I just thought it was kind of like a bit like the same, where it's like, it was like if you actually sit down and translate this shit.
Yeah, which only certain people will do.
Yeah, here's a message for all you nerds. Here's a message.
Yes, for all you nerds, exactly. But good seeing 3PO again, of course. Anthony Daniels still fits in that freaking stiff costume. Just never change it, never ever. And don't go like mere droid. Come on, what an insult. Even Chopper was like, how dare you? Don't anger Chopper. Come on, he hasn't killed anyone yet in this series. You don't want any of that.
No, he's gonna go completely like. So I started blasting. He's just gonna go like that. Yeah. Don't do that with Chopper.
Exactly.
Okay, one thing about this series that I am very disappointed with.
Oh?
Not enough Chopper.
Yeah, just in general.
Yeah.
Not enough Chopper. If we do get to a season 2, then hopefully
more
they're
Chopper.
gonna remedy that, and we're really gonna get the entire crew together, and we're gonna see our little murder bud create some mayhem. That would be nice. What else should we get into with this one? Like, it was pretty straightforward. It was, again, cool seeing some of that like Night Sister magic and using that to pinpoint where Ahsoka was, because she used the Force, and
they were basically tapping into the same frequency there.
Yeah, kind of. And people have also been saying that it really makes sense with the Night Sisters actually hailing from another galaxy, and that's how like they develop their connection to the Force and how they use it through that dark magic. It's so different from what we're used to from Jedi and Sith and so on. So like that is hailing from another galaxy, that's how they learn to use the Force or connect to the Force in that galaxy, and then taking that with them to our galaxy, to the known galaxy. I just think that's it's really cool to think of all that history, and I love the inclusion of like how important it has become in this story with the Night Sisters.
Yeah, and just expanding the lore is always interesting.
It is.
They do it in an interesting way.
Yeah, and still using like some of the stuff from Legends, like what came before, because I'm pretty sure that the Night Sisters were first introduced in a book from like 94. I can't remember the freaking title now, but that's when they were introduced, and then they were sort of reintroduced again in the Clone Wars, and now we have them in live action. So it's great. I love it. Do you think that, sorry, I'm just completely switching lanes here.
Sure.
Do you think that Captain Enoch is ever going to take off his helmet so we can see Wes Chatham's?
I couldn't help but think, because we know with the Night Sister magic and everything and reanimation, the places where they have been put together again with this gold, he has like a whole face. So I feel like his face has just been blown off completely. And that's also why we're not possibly gonna see it, because
it also like it's just cooler to have a character like that, but he doesn't have to take off his helmet. He can just like be badass cool and have a cool voice. And
just like the old Boba Fett when we met him the first time. Like there's this like mystery, and there's also definitely also something menacing in a way that like someone is just like hiding behind a mask. And
very much so. And that mask in and of itself is just menacing as all hell, yeah.
Yes.
All right. I think that pretty much does it. You have a...
Perhaps I should just very quickly just gonna... maybe it's gonna be quick, I don't know. Just reiterate the whole thing with the whales and the remains.
Okay.
That usually in space, microbes can't really survive. So that's also why it's not really breaking down. Or at least not a lot. Because but there's also like there's this whole theory that life on Earth, our Earth, it came from outer space.
On an asteroid or something. And then...
Yeah, the asteroid had like frozen down microbes that then hit the Earth, and then it just basically blossomed from there. Like then evolution started rolling from there on. But it's just a theory because we can't really go back millions and millions and millions of years, perhaps even billions of years, to figure it out if that was what happened.
Yeah, like before the Earth was like before there was life on Earth. You mean?
Yeah, exactly. And
can't see what really. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can't really do that.
No.
So it's just a theory, just like Big Bang is a theory. All of this, like there's so many things that point to this, or at least like it's hard to contradict this theory. And I've heard the reason why I'm saying this because I heard my own professors in protein chemistry, molecular biology actually mentioning that this is a possibility.
Yeah.
So a bit like Prometheus, but except where it's not like an alien came down to Earth and then just like dissolved into the water,
into the water
and then just like created life from that. But a bit like in the same sense that something came from outer space and.
Yeah, I'm sure there are several sci-fi fantasy properties that have also like sort of played around with that.
I can't remember what the theory is called. It has a theory.
It has a name?
It has a name, yeah, the theory. Yeah.
You just said it has a theory.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. But I just, again, wanted to reiterate that, of course, like, there can still be microbes in space, but they're not, it's too cold in space, and too hot in certain, like, it's too much.
In our space.
In our space. So that's also why it wouldn't make sense in our world.
Yes.
That these bones were there. But we also saw that apparently there were some little space creatures that looked a bit like those the hitchhikers on like big sea creatures. Like the small fishes that kind of like hitch a ride there.
I know what you mean.
So it looked a bit like that. So perhaps those are just the animals that pick on the on the remains,
again the rules that apply to our galaxy and our world doesn't have to apply there because again, for example, there's no sound in space either. There is here, and they can survive on most planets. Like all atmospheres are breathable. It seems.
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate it just for the people where I said like there are no microbes in space. Before people started to say, well, actually, I just wanted to.
Yes.
Yeah, expand.
But people are still gonna do it because not everyone are gonna watch all the way here to the end. But at least
then we have like a timestamp.
Then we have a timestamp. That's true. All right. That's gonna do it then. All right. Nope, we're not gonna end it just yet. We do have a Danish word of the day, and we might as well just translate the title. So starting with dreams. Dreams in Danish is
drømme.
Drømme. Yeah.
Or drøm if it's just like one dream.
Yes, but dreams, drømme, and madness.
Galskab.
Yes.
So you can be mad as gal, and then you have galskab that's just like
madness.
Madness.
Yes. So all in all, dreams and madness, drømme og galskab. There we go. Danish words of the day, and that'll do it for this reaction and review of Ahsoka Part 7. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon. May the Force be with you. Bye.
Bye.